Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Guilds of Ravnica Draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. And before I begin the recording portion, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to get updates whenever I post new content. It really does help me out a ton and helps me eventually get sponsors and stuff like that as the channel continues to grow. I really do appreciate everyone that's joined the community and participates in the comments and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Okie doke. So starting things off, we have a decent rare. Runaway Steamkin is definitely a cool rare. I think it's like fine and limited, but not insane. Price of Fame is one of the best uncommons. It's just incredibly strong. So do I try to go mono red or do I go? I think I'm just gonna take Price of Fame here. We're just gonna or I could like try to force blue-white, but there's not really a card for blue-white here. I'm going to take the Price of Fame. It's just a good card. Or I take the Gargoyle and just force 5 color. But we're just going to go full try-hard here. So Price of Fame, 4 mana, kill the creature, surveil 2 at instant speed. Just incredible card. It's also splashable, but you don't really need to, like, a lot of the time, once you find your guild, you don't really need to splash it as much because you'll have so many playables. But Price of Fame is just an incredible card. Statue. I really don't like the naming convention on these, but oh well. Also, let me know if you like MTG Online videos more than MTG Arena in the comments. I think people do because of the just view counts, but do let me know in the comment section. I do appreciate your feedback. Status Statue I think is the best card in this pack. I think it's better than City Watch Sphinx. Not the hugest fan of City Watch Sphinx. Like, I think it's good, but it does cost 6 mana, so 6 mana cards should be pretty good. Yeah, we'll take Status Statue. I think it's just the best card in the pack. Starting off with 2 strong removal spells if I ended up going Golgari. Sky Knight Legionnaire is a consideration. I think Artful Takedown is just better, though. And it's probably a better archetype. I don't think Boros is, like, the greatest archetype. It's fine, like, if you get it, if it's open enough, but I've definitely, like, tried to avoid Boros low-key, like, a little bit. Like, not, like, avoid it, but I think Artful Takedown is better than Sky Knight Legionnaire anyway, so we're going to take the Artful Takedown here. We can just splash the statue. One of my favorite things to do, and I think it's actually really good, is you just play a couple of Golgari Guild Gates, so you don't actually have to run a forest. This actually helps you cast your Night Veil Predators on turn 4 more often. But we're going to take the Artful Takedown, starting off with only instants so far. Okie doke. Conclave Guildmage. I think it's a little bit overrated. It does make tokens occasionally, but it's a good card in Selesnya, don't get me wrong. But I don't think this card is like insane or anything, because when you get to 6 mana, a lot of the time it's just going to have eaten a kill spell or have had to trade off earlier, and it's still just making a 2/2 every turn. It's pretty nice inevitability, but you still lose to flyers and things of that nature. So what are we going to take here? I think Passwall Adept is great. If you've watched any of my other videos, then you'll know that I love Passwall Adept. I just think it's like a really good card. I think I might have misevaluated Dazzling Lights a little bit. I've been getting like beaten by this card a little bit as like a fine card. Like, don't think it's great or anything, but I think I've been undervaluing it a little bit. Passwall Adept is going to be my pick here, though. I'm going to take it over the gate. Even though we do want to splash this, we're looking for a Golgari Guild Gate specifically to help splash. And I don't think the Pitiless Gorgon is incredible or anything like that. Here, I think Hatchery Spider is, like, not great. The Undergrowth effect, like, doesn't usually get anything, and it's just 7 mana 5/7, which is, like, not an insane body. Swarm Guildmage, kind of also overrated in my opinion. It just doesn't, like, the 2 life is nice and the menace can be nice, but a lot of the time it's not great also. Yeah, I just don't, like, again, it's good in Golgari, but it doesn't, like, make you want to play Golgari. The Dimir Mage and the Boros Mage are the best 2, in my opinion. The Izzet Mage, I think, is after that, and then I think it goes Golgari. No, then it goes Selesnya. I think Selesnya might be better than, I don't know. I'm not going to rank them right now. I'm going to take the Burglar right here. It's a nice 2-for-1 creature. It's not a great creature, but it does, like, enable, if you want to play a Severed Strands, having a Burglar Rat really helps with that. It's also just a fine, like, grindy card. Ooh, foil rare, and then a mythic. If only this was a foil mythic. Foil mythics on Magic Online are worth a lot, so. Unwarrior Ego is unplayable. The reason being is, even if you know they have the card in their deck, which in Game 1 you don't always know that, you search their hand, and unless you, like, make them discard a card, I mean, even if you make them discard the card, they still draw a card, so you end up down a card, and you're not even guaranteed to hit anything. And, like, yeah, it's just overall not really playable in Limited. Chance for Glory, you're never going to get this to work, but I would, if I had, like, opened this card, I might have tried it, just because I like to do that type of thing. Also, yeah, if you like watching, like, videos where I try new things, do let me know. But we're just going to take the Disdainful Stroke. It's the only card that's in our colors. It looks like we're going to be playing Dimir here. We could take a Rhizome Lurcher, but not really the greatest card to splash, in my opinion. And we got a Golgari Guildgate, just what we wanted. But yeah, let me know if you like the videos where I go a little bit deep, try new archetypes, invent my own archetypes, force things. Because those ones are really fun to make. But I just do like knowing whether you prefer the super try-hard videos or the ones where I try new things. Golgari Guildgate is just what we want. Helps us splash this. Helps us potentially splash other things later. I don't love Unexplained Disappearance. It's just, people aren't usually loading up their creatures with auras all that much. You can play like one, but it's not incredible, I don't think. So we're going to take the gate. I'm a pretty big fan of Dowser of Lights. Just a big creature, like, it can kill them. And that's what you need in in Dimir a lot of the time. You just need creatures that kill them. I don't like Leapfrog really ever. Never happened as a nice sideboard card for the Dimir matchup, but I like this Dowser. And wow, Smeltward Minotaur came back. That's interesting. I think we'll take a Disdainful Stroke for the sideboard. We're not going to play Piston Fist Cyclops. Not going to play Vigorous Boreworm. Interestingly enough, I didn't know that it couldn't be blocked by more than one creature until like a last draft that I did, which is kind of funny. I like played it like 3 drafts ago for the first time, and then I like never like my opponent. I never like realized that, which is just kind of funny. Okay, so we're taking a Disdainful Stroke for the sideboard for other control matchups. I think it's a fine extra card to have 2 counter spells in the sideboard. And now we will take a Selesnya Guildgate. There's nothing we want here. Is it Locket? If I want to splash red for something, maybe? I've never played Enhanced Surveillance. I don't think it's very good, especially because I have literally no Surveil. I guess this is Surveil. Never mind. I don't have literally no Surveil. I don't like Barrier of Bones. I'm just going to take the Pitiless Gorgon. If I have to play Pitiless Gorgon, I'm going to be pretty unhappy, but it could happen. We'll just take the Generous Stray. Give somebody their Peacemaker. Ooh, Wall of Mist. Wall of Mist, I've been thinking about like other potential archetypes that are like the other combinations, and I was wondering what would happen if you literally drafted a deck where every time you saw a Wall of Mist or a Hitchclaw Recluse, you just took it, and your deck was like mono 0/5s and 1/4s. Like, how does that match up against the format? And then you played like 50 cards and just tried to mill the opponent out. Like, that's how I'm thinking about the format in some ways. I'm just like, what would happen if I just played all of these horrible cards and just put them all on the battlefield at the same time? Huh. Okay, so to this pack. Capture Sphere is pretty much hard removal. There's not really a ton of stuff that stops this. Like, them bouncing their own creature doesn't happen all that much. I think Capture Sphere is great. Whisper Agent's also good. Spinal Centipede, I think it's a little bit underrated. I think it's just a nice card. It's probably going to wheel. Plague Crafter is nice with cards like Burglar Rat, but it's much better in Golgari, where you actively care about getting creatures into your graveyard. A lot of the time, like, there's certain decks that make tokens, so Blade Crafter is kind of hit or miss. Crawl Swarm is a really nice finisher, but I don't think we're going to need that as much. I just think we're going to be able to... We have a Dowser of Lights already. We don't really need finishers. We're just going to take the removal spell. I really like this, getting removal when you can. And Disinformation Campaign, the best Dimir card. It's just such a beating. I hate this card. I honestly wish that this card had like been a rare. Like, it warps the game in such a profound way that just makes it unfun when you're like against, like, when you play against this card, it just feels so unskilled, unfun. Like, there's nothing you can really do to interact with it a lot of the time. So, but yeah, we're gonna take it here. We're tryharding. We're not gonna show mercy. We're just gonna pick apart their hand, and now we're gonna take a deadweight. There is a little bit of an argument for Notion Rain, but I like just getting the cheap removal spell. We'll probably be able to get other Surveil cards to work with our Disinformation Campaign. Lotleth Giant would be an interesting finisher, but we already kind of have some finishers. Ooh! This is a pretty... So we only have one card with Surveil right now, but the draft is still young. Dimir Spybug has the highest upside. Whisper Agent's nice, but we're just going to take the Spybug. If you're playing Dimir, Spybug at this point in the draft is probably the type of card you want. Dazzling Lights gets a lot more appealing when you have a Spybug. has some Amphitic Vapors, but we're just going to hit the Golgari Guildgate. Might be a little bit controversial, but I really do want to be able to play Status Statue and the Statue half only off of my Guild Gates, which means ideally I would have 3 Golgari Guild Gates, so getting a second one is really nice. And Dazzling Lights has a decent chance of wheeling. And we can pick up a Spinal Centipede. I like it more than Bartizan Bats for sure. It's just a solid 3-drop. Let's look at our curve. This is a 2-drop. Now that we've gone through the pack a little bit, this is our curve right now. Have a decent number of 2-drops. This is all right. I'm going to put my creatures over. We do need some more creatures eventually. This is a fine 3-drop. The counter is surprisingly relevant. We only have 4 creatures right now, but yeah, I like it better than the bats. Just kind of trades with a lot of stuff. And then Veiled Shade is not the best, but it's not the worst either. You can play a Veiled Shade. It does good work sometimes. Guild Sumit. Or Child of Night. I kind of like Child of Night and Golgari a lot more, because Golgari likes it when creatures trade, and Child of Night basically trades with everything, and they actively want to trade with it, so I think Child of Night's actually a good card in Golgari. That being said, we aren't going to want a Guild Summit. We'll just take a Child of Night. It could be a fine sideboard card against aggro. And let's see what wheeled. Crow Swarm wheeled. I don't think we're going to want Crow Swarm. Crow Swarm gets better the more creatures you have. So in a Golgari deck that has like 20 creatures, which is where both of my Golgari decks usually have around like 19 or 20 creatures. Crow Swarm gets much better because then you can upgrade your bad creatures into good creatures. I have only 6 creatures in this deck, so having a 4/1 flyer that doesn't trade particularly effectively is not really what I want. I'm just going to take another Centipede. And now I'm going to take a... I'm going to take a Rhizome Lurcher. I could splash this as a nice finisher. I don't like Mood Mark Painter, but I don't really like Undercity Uprising either. I'll take the Painter. And, we're going to take the Notion Rain. We can get one more Golgari Guildgate later, but Notion Rain is going to be quite nice, I think. In this deck, just another card advantage engine. Ooh, we got the Bats back. I don't like playing the Bats, really, but we just need one Golgari Guildgate to enable our splash. We'll probably not play the Rhizome Lurcher. The end of the pack was very kind to us. We'll probably just going to splash the Status Statue. And I would still splash it with only 2 Guild Gates, but 3 is the magic number. That's what I'm looking for. This pack is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Yikes. Can I get a Yikers? That is a hideous pack for me. When the best card in the pack that you open is for your colors is Veiled Shade, you know that something has gone terribly wrong. Something has gone so wrong. Yeah. I think we're not taking Veiled Shade. It's going to wheel. We don't need it, really. We're also probably not going to play it. But what do we want to take? We'll take Hypothesis. The Fungus Zombie, though. It calls to you. It calls to me. Yeah, I guess we'll take Veiled Shade. There's literally nothing else to take. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Huh, spicy. A Chromatic Lantern. Probably not what we want, but it's spicy. Affectionate Indrik is a great card. Could be splashed. Probably don't really want to splash it. It's a bit of a slow card. We'll just take a Dowser of Lights, I think. We don't really want to play another Guild Gate. We already are going to be playing 3, hopefully. So we're just going to take a Dowser of Lights as another finisher. Another Artful Takedown over a Deadweight. I think Artful Takedown is just a little bit better. Instant speed and being able to kill bigger creatures is pretty helpful. But yeah, this deck is like mono removal. That's why I really like the Dowser of Lights. They hit pretty hard. And then another doozy pack. What the heck? Time to just build up our collection. Take a Circuitous Route. I guess we could technically play this, but we already have enough playables pretty much, so we're not going to have to. Moment of Truth. Actually, not really. We have a great deck. This deck is awesome. We have so much removal. I guess we'll take Plague Crafter. This draft has felt pretty interesting. I think we settled into our colors pretty early, and like we haven't really been seeing a ton of like cards in other colors, so it's not like we were getting cut super heavily. Like a Bats. Not the worst card in the world. We didn't see any Whisper Agents. I would have loved a Whisper Agent. Ooh. Hello, Golgari Guildgate number 3. Slotting right in. Slotting right into the deck. Go Rhizome Lurcher. Our deck definitely did not come together this pack 3. Pack 3 was very bad for us. Started badly, ended badly. Just not where you want your pack 3 to be. Is Dimir Spybug even playable in our deck? Do we even have enough playables in our deck? Dang. Did we even get a playable card in this last pack? Jesus. This has been like the worst pack 3 ever. We got a Veiled Shade, Plague Crafter, Bats, and a Gate. Is that the essence of our pack 3? Jesus. Complete brutality. Wow, what a horrific pack. Hey, a Child of Night came back. Nice. Probably gonna have to play it. Lock it. Maybe it makes the cut in some grindier matchups where I want to bring in my Rhizome Lurchers. Jesus. All of the... Like, that's a fine 2-drop, but, like, a lot of just bad cards. How many Maniacal Rages are there? Ah! Okay, guys. Pitiless Gorgon is getting into the deck. So, what do we want here? Group Creature separately. So we have this guy. How many ways do we have to surveil? Literally 1. 2. Don't even think Disinformation Campaign's playable. It's like a 2-for-1. But it's like, it's probably still playable. It's... Spybug's definitely not playable, though. I think we're just gonna not play... It feels so wrong not to play that, but we're not going to, I don't think. I can't believe that we have the one and only bad deck for Disinformation Campaign. We're just never buying it back. We're going to play the Rhizome Lurchers, I think. We're going to go a little bit of a heavier green-black route, I think. I think that's going to be the key to success. To embrace our green-black origins a little bit more. So we're going to play 1 Locket. Actually, we're not going to play the Locket. So we're going to play both those guys. We're going to cut a Veiled Shade. Cut Disdainful Stroke. No, we'll keep Disdainful Stroke. No, we'll cut Disdainful Stroke for the Locket, and then we'll play 2 forests. No, we'll play 1 forest. This gives us 5 green sources for 3 green cards. Wait, why does it only want... Oh my gosh. Did I accidentally draft Golgari? What? What? I accidentally drafted Golgari. Holy smokes. It's all make... Actually, I didn't. I have Artful Takedowns. What am I thinking? That's so funny, though. That's like so many... I don't know. These are all blue cards, too. These, yeah. False Alarm, but that would have been hysterical if I accidentally drafted Golgari instead of the deck I was trying to draft, which was Dimir. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 forest. We only need 5 of these because we have those 3. We want 7 blue sources, seems like enough. So 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. Yeah, that seems like decent mana. Combine groups. How does this deck function? It seems fine. Nothing special, not the worst deck I've ever had. That's for sure. Whoa! Thank you so much, John Zabaptiste, for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all of the great content on one of the best one of the best drafters I watch on YouTube. Thank you so much, John Zabaptiste. I really appreciate it. Can we get some? I'll get some hype in the chat for John Zabaptiste. There we go. Spam the chat with the emote. Hopefully the alert thing popped up for you, John Zabaptiste. I appreciate you. It's always nice to get that positive feedback from the community. Like, because funny how math works. I mean, I spend just as long making the video as you spend watching the video, in theory. So it's really nice, like, because it does take a while to make the videos sometimes, and it's always nice. And I really appreciate the support, John Zabaptiste, helping me make more drafts. Thank you so much. You would like to go first? We have the greatest of all hands. Yes! We're curving our janky curve. Gonna wreck some people. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. We have the Guildgate tech. We have all of our colors. We're gonna go 3-drop into 4-drop into removal spell. Can't possibly lose this game. Man. Back to the... honestly, not gonna lie, one of the biggest perks of MTG Arena is that your opponent doesn't take literally 20 seconds to pass the turn 1 when they literally don't have a play. Like, if he doesn't have I would bet, like, cash that he doesn't actually have a 1-drop here, and he literally just spent 20 seconds. He thinks we're playing Golgari. We're gonna keep him fooled as long as possible, folks. He's not gonna know it hits him. We're going to play this island, play our centipede. Oh, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be truly glorious. Wow, you played a 2-drop. Let's go. Oh, your 2-drop shall face the doom of the spinal centipede. If he attacks us, we can just attack him back, play our Bartizan Bats. We don't want to trade off our centipede until after we have another creature. Hopefully he doesn't have direct grind here. Wojak. We're going to have to deal with the Wojak. The Wojak is a problem. Probably going to actually just capture Sphere the Wojak here. Wojak is like one of their scariest cards for sure. We'll trade 2 damage for 3 damage. Feels like a decent trade for us. We're not that opposed to racing. Okay, now we're incredibly opposed to racing. Never race the guy that has a 5/2. That's my motto. Jesus. Okay. Defense mode activated. Ooh. This into Pitiless Gorgon? Can we lose? It's just too much power level. Definitely holding back both of them. Sky Knight Legionnaire. Oh, opponent. Oh, you know that my Bartizan Bats can trade with your Sky Knight Legionnaire. Okay. We'll put the counter onto our guy. I think the Death Touch is more valuable. Okie-doke. Play our land. Play our bats. Play our Veiled Shade. Veiled Shade can actually get pretty big. Pretty beefy, as they say. Though we'll trade it with the Hammer Dropper. I like keeping the 3/3 Death Toucher around. Hard to double block. Oh man, opponent. Oh no. What went wrong in your draft? Oh no. These two cards are just not great. Oh no! No! Not my partisan bats! I spent so much time on that. Oh, I'm so sad. I really wanted that, bats. Oh, you monster. You absolute monster. I think I trade with the Death Toucher. So this thing can become a 4/4. A 5/5 actually. Yeah, it's probably best to trade with the Death Toucher. There was some consideration to playing the Veiled Shade first, so the Veiled Shade could get the counter. But we're gonna play this land. We're on a bit of a clock, but next turn we can crack our Locket, look for our removal spells. Artful Takedown still kills Sky Knight Legionnaire. After all. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand. We have a ton of removal in the deck, so I'm actually not feeling that scared. I also have like a 5/5. It's basically a 5/5. So we can't attack on the ground. Unless... Wow, if my guy gets... Oh my gosh, he gets Command the Stormed, literally... Ah, that's so sad. If I drawn an untapped land, oh, I would have been able to save him. As it is. Now I probably lose. That's so unfortunate, because I could have made him into a 6/6 if this had been untapped because of this thing. But unfortunately, it was not to be. And now I'm just looking for that Artful Takedown off the top. You know you want to give me the Artful Takedown deck. It's also possible that I was too afraid of the Wojak Bodyguard. But I like cutting my losses there. Some games are just like this. Okie doke. So much clicking. What is opponent thinking about? If you have Take Heart, there's no way you use it here. Simply because I could have Artful Takedown in my deck. And then you could save your guy. Okay. Giving me my chance at glory. Let's go. Looking for those removal spells. Swamp, Artful Takedown. That's all I'm asking for, deck. Not that hard to facilitate. If I have Swamp plus Statue. Wah wah. We died. But I feel very favored in this matchup. His deck doesn't look very good. Then again, our deck is not the greatest, but, I mean, I think it's better than that. Better than that deck. Yeah, do we want Disdainful Stroke? He has the Hammer Dropper and the Command the Storm, but I don't think so. We're going to just crush him with these Child of Knights. What's he even going to do? Nothing. That is what our opponent's going to do. There's nothing he can possibly do. Deck has been submitted. Now we wait. Ugh. This deck definitely is fine. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 removal spells. 6 if you count this guy, which I don't. We have some removal, we have some stuff. Definitely, potentially winnable. A deck that can get some W's. Unconditional removal, conditional removal. We've got the... Oh, 6. We have this guy. we have the Status Statue, which is a nice card for sure. 15 creatures plus Rhizome Lurcher. Yes, that was what I was hoping for. That Child of Night. King Clutch himself. That is not the card my opponent wants to see, I'll tell you that much. Starting off the game on the right foot with some extra life gain. Child of Night gets a bad rap. It was horrific in M19 because there were so many ways to punish 1 toughness guys. But here, there aren't as many of those ways. There are definitely still some, but there are not as many. Like off the top of my head, like Hunted Witness, which nobody plays. Sworn Companions are really the only one that people play. There aren't a ton of ping effects. In M19, you had Skeleton Archer, which was a 4-drop that was actually quite nice. It just pinged the thing. You had Plague Mare. You had Goblin Instigator, which made 2 1/1s. You just had so much. Watch this trick. If you yield through this turn, you don't have to deal with it. You can just go hands free while my opponent ponders what he's going to do on my end step before his draw step. What are you possibly thinking about, Where's Waldo? Also, I just realized his name is Where's Waldo. Where is Waldo? He's not at his computer, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, it even gave him an extra 2 seconds. This clock is wonky. Everyone saw that. Yield through this turn. Ooh, it just passed right back to my turn. We're just going to F8. If I hit 8, it just passes when I'm tapped out. I think. That's what this exclamation point means. Opponent's deciding whether or not to counter my spell. That's definitely what he's deciding. There's not a single instant in this format that could kill my Child of Night. Don't even know what he could possibly be considering. Oh, your 10th district guard, that's cute. Part of the cards, we're definitely attacking. It's really nice to play Child of Night here. And now we can play our Notion Rain. Look for lands. Yeah, we'll top. Pretty sweet. Get our Guild Gate. Something has gone terribly wrong for you, opponent. I'm sorry. Gonna get our Veiled Shade down. We're happy to trade it off with a Halberdier. Fearless Halberdier is just so sad. I spent some time in the Legion, but I'm done taking orders all day. Good for you, Fearless Halberdier. Good for you. Hammer Dropper. My Rhizome Lurcher is growing. We're just going to Centipede. We don't really need to put a counter on anything. We'll save our removal for his flyers. Those are a bit more troublesome. Or flyer. We only saw the Sky Knight Legionnaire, but... if he gets in a hit with the Hammer Dropper, then we'll kill it. But trades are good for us. Our Rhizome Lurcher is going to be a 4/4, soon to be a 5/5. Just a nice card. I was so down on this card when the format first came out. I was like, oh, this card's horrible. Parhelion Patrol. Yep, we're saving it for the Flyers. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bait him into attacking, and then we're going to just Price of Fame his Parhelion Patrol. Actually, we're going to Capture Sphere his Parhelion Patrol. Actually, we're going to Price of Fame it so we can get the Surveil trigger. But this is after we block. We'll give him the opportunity to use those Combat Trick to save his guy. Oh, poor opponent. You've fallen for my trap. You fell right into the lion's den. The power. Ooh, we do not want those. No. Oh, the old 2-for-1. That was truly glorious. Now we'll capture sphere that. Start the beatdown of our own. Ah, the poor opponent. I feel a little bit sorry for the guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm definitely overvaluing how cool it is to 2-for-1 their combat trick. But I did play that, like, that's how you're supposed to play that situation, so it feels good. Feels good, man. Spinal Centipede. Getting in for those damages. Opponent's not going to know what hit him when those Rhizome Lurchers start hitting the floor. Command the Storm. Ooh. Barging Sergeant. You monster. Oh, poor opponent. Poor opponent. We're just going to Artful take down this guy. I think. Or we'll tap it. Okay. 10th District Guard. Yeah. Tap this guy, kill that guy. We're actually going to do it before the trigger resolves so he can't save his guy with a take heart. Important to time that properly there. Hunted Witness. He has the Hunted Witness to punish our 2-1. Okay. We're just going to slam the Rhizome Lurcher now as a 4-4. We have a second one, but we don't really want to use our removal on either of his creatures. The Bats doesn't really do as much as we would hope. And we will send in with the Goon. Should have done that before I played my Rhizome Lurcher, but such is life. It's like he blocks Sure Strikes and I just get blown out, but such is life. But yeah, we're in good shape here. Oh gosh, we're in horrible shape. We can't possibly beat this card. This card is so stupid. Oh, Parhelion Patrol. Well then. Now that I know how you really feel. He has no cards in hand, but he has the stupid Dawn of Hope. Dawn of Hope is such a stupid rare. I can totally beat it. I think it's gonna be close, kind of. Ugh. So dumb. Thanks to this Artful Takedown, I think I can beat it. Because he might go for some kind of block on the Rhizome Lurcher, and I just get him. Going to attack with both. Okay, that works out. I'm going to have 2 5/5s. And he's at 10, but he's going to be at 13 if he attacks with this guy. So suiciding in your soldier seems a little bit risky. Yeah, that seems like a much smarter play. Ooh, nice. We're just gonna send with the Goons. Bold strategy. Play the Bats. Hope for the best. We're just going to kill the Parhelion Patrol pre-combat, I think. Oh. Well then. Okay. So he's going to make another 1/1 token. He could go to 9. Okay. But this has Vigilance. So I kind of have to kill this one. If I kill this, tap the token. He's still at 7. I attack with these guys. He makes a guy. Chumps. He has to double chump. Okay, that seems good to me. Tap this guy. Kill that guy. I think that's lethal. I think that's the way the math adds up. Or at least he'll have to chump with Tajik. Sultai's life. It's working out for me right now, I think. This is game 2. Opponent's technically still alive, but they're really not. They're getting destroyed by the rhizomes. The rhizome lurches. The problem is he's gonna start gaining too much life. He's just gonna start being able to churn out 2 tokens a turn. It's so frustrating. At least he's gonna have to chump with the tokens every turn. Oh my gosh, he does have the tokens. He has the ability to make the 2 tokens, so I'm only hitting him. I'm not even gaining ground on him, but I have to keep attacking so that he doesn't just constantly destroy me. Oh gosh, this is a crisis. I'm like slowly chipping in for 1 damage with the Bartizan Bats, but like at the same time, I'm not. Ooh. Yeah, he's just gonna go full out, gain that life, draw those cards on me. This is such an annoying card. Dawn of Hope. And then I needed to hit a spell on my draw steps here, but I just whiffed twice in a row. Ugh. No. It's going to be so sad to lose literally because he had that 1 card. He does have no board right now. If he wants to cast anything, it means he can't activate the Dawn of Hope. I still have a very good board position, but... Oh gosh. Command the Storm. Got me. Just give me an Artful Takedown deck. Right off the top. That's better than nothing, is what I'm going to say. We did not get game 1. Game 1 was a catastrophe. I forgot exactly how we lost, but... Oh yeah, he had like Sky Knight Legionnaire, and then we bricked on stuff. It was fine. I think I might have been able to play a little bit better. If I just attack with this, he's dead next turn. Who is this hatless whippersnapper? It's me. Same guy. If I just attack with this, he goes to 1. He plays his guy. This way he has to chump. I like making him chump a lot better. A lot better. Just important to consider. Wow, you made a token. Wow. That's so cool. He's at 2. My Child of Night does 2 damage. This guy does 3 damage. Ooh, we might get there thanks to the Bartizan Bats. I spoke too soon. Just... Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Ah! He's flashing it back. He can't flash it back because then this guy kills him. Unless he has another land. Oh, man. The Halberdier. Ah, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just make a... I guess he... Oh my gosh, he got rid of True Fire Captain? I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Deadweight? Nope, nope, nope. Nope! We're just living the dream here! Ah, we need spells, not lands! Where are the spells? No! We're gonna lose! He's just making 2 1/1s a turn! Gosh darn it. Oh my gosh, Sky Knight Legionnaire. It's probably worse for him to play in my opinion, to play a Sky Knight Legionnaire. Oh my gosh. Aggressive attack from the opponent here opens him up to death from an artful takedown off the top. We all know it's coming. Deadweight. Admirable draw. Definitely admirable. Jesus, this is such a catastrophe. Oh, we have to keep running him out of cards, though. We can't run him out of cards because he has stupid Dawn of Hope. Dawn of Hope is so dumb. Man, if we draw on this Deadweight last turn, could have gotten him. Or if we drew instant speed removal. Honestly, him playing the Skynet Legionnaire is a pretty bad play, I think. Well, we were close. We tried. But we bricked a little bit too hard. Oh well. We only have 4 lands left in the deck, so we'll probably draw a spell, but you never know. It's a tricky world we live in. Oh gosh. Well, that was bad for me, I will say. This is right about when you hope you have direct damage in your deck, because you're going to have to burn him out. Not direct damage. Where was Piddle? Oh gosh, it's like he's countering it, but I know he doesn't have counter spells. Ah, this is such a shame. God. If we draw a spell every turn for the rest of the game, we still lose. Oh, of course, the Rebel Pelt Boar. Why wouldn't he have that draw? Oh well. I mean, this card is a house. We would probably beat him if he didn't have that card, but sometimes you lose to the bomb rare. I actually think Dawn of Hope is a bomb rare. You play it in every white deck, you splash it probably. If we had drawn a spell instead of a land on the turn, we drew 2 islands in a row, we needed to draw any spell, I think, and we would have won. I forgot that we had this out. We're not done yet, folks. We're not done yet. We're still in the game. Clutch rip. Right off the top. I think we trade with the boar. Hope to top deck something. If we trade here, we go to 2, which is just too low. Tenth disregard. Okay, okay. We need a big draw here, right off the top. I believe in you, deck. You hear that? I still believe. Oh! The bats! The bats are keeping us alive! It's all about that bat lifestyle. We can trade with 10th disregard, and then we need another top deck. But we still have pretty good odds of hitting spells. And we need him to whiff. Please whiff, opponent. It would mean a lot to me if you whiffed. If you didn't hit a spell here, it would be great. I mean, how many lands is this guy running? Let's see. So he has no lands in the graveyard. He has 10 lands in play. And presumably he's running 17, which means 7 of these last 10 cards are lands. So statistically, this card was not what he should have had. I'm so sad. Which makes me sad. No! We lose. Okay. On to the next round. Can't win them all. That was pretty much just land discrepancy winning in the game, in addition to his bomber, because sometimes the games just work out in the way where if he, like, not that 10 lands is not a lot of lands, but he's presumably running 16 or 17, so he has like 4 spells left in his deck. Thank you so much, John Z. Baptiste, for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing that Prime. I appreciate it. We'll get a win now, thanks to the lucky sub. So yeah, our deck is not great, but it can definitely win games. Yeah, we were so close. Ah, we needed that status statue like 10 turns earlier. Dope King. Well, we're going to go first, Dope King, if you don't mind. And we're going to keep the old Child of Night into Plague Crafter draw. if we draw a third land. Things are looking up for us. This is my mindset. I'm already thinking up clickbait for man. For what I want. I'm not clickbait, but what I want to title my YouTube video. Beast Whisperer is a rare, dude. That's pretty incredible, though. Pretty incredible. This is actually a pretty close decision. Which land do I play this turn? Does getting Child of Night online, is it more important than playing my Pitiless Gorgons and stuff? I'm going to play this Child of Night. These cards are all basically the same size, and this gets me an extra attack, and if I draw an untapped land, I can still do everything. Is Dominaria in rotation on MTGO right now? Judge Best, it's on MTG Arena right now. So I think I'm gonna probably I think it's on MTG Arena, and then I think maybe the queues are Core Set 2019. So no, it's not on MTG though. It is on MTG Arena right now though. Ooh, so his Spybug is gonna eat it to the Plague Crafter, hopefully. So I do get a little bit punished for my line, because now if he plays another creature, I can't eat the Spybug. And we didn't hit the untapped land, because I would definitely trade my Child of the Night for a Spybug. Ooh. Yeah, I like this damage trade for me. Ugh, crud. We're going to Plague Crafter him. Darkblade Agent's a fine card too, but... What are you going to get rid of, Dope King? Decisions. He gets rid of the Darkblade Agent. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Missing a land drop there hurts, for sure. But yeah, speaking of Dominaria, if anyone ever wants any tips on how to draft Dominaria, I do have a ton of Dominaria, like for if they want to do it on MTG Arena, I have a ton of Dominaria drafts on my YouTube channel still. There's a section of my stream where that's called older draft formats or something like that. I have like 30 Dominaria drafts, and by the end of the format, I was kind of rolling in the Dominaria goodness. I drafted blue in my last like 10 drafts, not even joking. I kind of forced it, but the fact that Divination was like one of the best blue cards is so funny. Because Divination was not great in M19, and like it's not great like in a lot of formats, but in Dominaria, Divination was like pure value. It was so good. I just played all the Divinations, those Cloud Reader Sphinxes. Ooh, he's gonna trade anyway. Nice. I'd be willing to accept this trade, but he might have Dazzling Lights, in which case I look very silly, but you can only hope he doesn't have Dazzling Lights. He has it. I could have wrecked him if I had drawn an untapped land, but that's not the nature of my relationship with my deck. Dominaria equals blue, you win. Blue is very good in Dominaria. It's not blue, you win, but it's very, very good. Maybe that was a pretty obvious Dazzling Lights. I don't respect Dazzling Lights as a card, so I don't play around it as much as I should, probably. Man, if I hit my 4th untapped land, this game was over. What a shame. Oh, cast status. That's interesting. I don't really want to... I don't know. I'd rather just get a creature on the board. I'm going to be able to cast Statue to kill this guy. I don't know. Maybe I should have cast status. kind of just want to save it. I used Artful Takedown to kill this guy. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to Artful Takedown this guy. Okay, so his Spy Bug is down. We're going to get our Child of Night into play. Then he can't really attack us with this guy while we're chipping away with this dude. So we just need to draw another untapped land here, and then we'll be in great shape. Oh, opponent. Muse Drake. Oh my gosh, opponent. Missing blue-white flyers in this set. I did draft blue-white aggro. It's a very legitimate deck, I think. Ooh, we hit a land. Nice. So that's the deck you could draft. Muse Drake is not a good card, I don't think. It has underperformed at every level, essentially. We're just going to slam Dowser Lights. The Child of Night plan is much worse now that he has a Muse Drake in play, I will say. But I still don't respect Muse Drake very much. It's just too small. Like, he spent his turn like drawing a card and deploying a 1/3. That's basically it. Opponent is spinning his wheels in a major way. He's attacking? Oh no. That is a horrible sign for me. That is not what I like to see. Yikes. No. Whatever it is, please don't do it. Please don't. Please no. Well, we do have this status statue which can kill that, but when you have to put Muse Drake into your deck, or when you have to put the Dimir Locket into your deck, or when you have to put Child of Night into your deck, there's so many bad cards in this scenario. So many bad cards in this scenario. Muse Drake. Yeah, I don't think it's very good. I think people think it's good because I'm not sure, I can't confirm this, but I feel like LSV thinks the card is good, and people like respect his opinion on that type of thing. I mean, he's definitely has a lot of experience, so I respect his opinions too, but I think Muse Drake's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh my gosh, he's attacking with Muse Drake. He's letting my Child of Night connect for damage. For real damage. Oh, Thief of Sanity. That's adorable. That is adorbs. Adorable. There's no way that is his plan. Why would you ever attack with Muse Drake when I have a 2/1 lifelink? What? What? I'm so confused. I'm just going to attack him for all my guys. And then if he blocks with Thief of Sanity, I will end of turn save my guy from the Capture Sphere. Yeah, LSV's a mastermind. Okay, this is how I will describe watching LSV draft. Watching LSV draft is like watching him, like, it's like watching a masterclass every time. It's crazy. Oh, that was your strategy, opponent. Well then. I wonder if he'll trade. Okay. So we're almost able to get him. I think we have to hope this guy whiffs. End of turn, save our guy. Then we have exactly 8. It's like definitely a slim margin of victory, especially because Thief of Sanity kind of has to whiff for it to work. But it has potential. Yes, I like the way this is going. This is our out. This is our scenario. He hits nothing. Actually, it doesn't even matter. If he hits a creature, he plays the creature. We can capture Sphere the creature on our turn. We have a very decent chance of winning this game thanks to this masterfully played line. The master is at work here. You're in the Twilight Zone watching him. He once drafted a Stormless Storm deck in Vintage Cube to prove to chat that he didn't need a win con. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Like, I heard about that, and I, like, watched the way he was winning games. He was, like, looping Siege Commanders. Like, he's a legend, man. LSV, what a great guy. Okay, Spinal Centipede. He took that from me. He took it from me. I think. I suspect. Okay. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we're still going to go for it. Our new out is our second copy of Artful Takedown. Kill, tap, win. No, we were so close. We were close. We're just going to tap that guy. Dang, we almost got him. He just got a creature and had another creature. Oh, well. Ugh, gosh. We were close. Honestly, our deck is not horrible, but it just is getting crushed anyway. Oh well. Time for the sideboard package. Okay. If you're wondering why Disinformation Campaign is in my sideboard, it's because I have no Surveil cards. Maybe it would be still fine in this matchup. That's just an easy 2-for-1, but it's just very slow. And I have, like, I'll keep this. No Surveil, so. Is there a stream schedule? Not really. It's kind of hard because my workload really varies week to week. I try to upload a YouTube video every day around 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's like my YouTube schedule. Streaming is a little bit trickier. I basically stream when I'm going to be recording a video on Magic Online. I stream that pretty much every time. So even if it's a shorter stream, I'll still stream that. It's usually in the evenings or afternoon Eastern time. Trying to think of, like, some days it's like between 3 and 6 Eastern time. Some days it's like between 7 and 9:30 Eastern time. It's kind of tricky. I've had stream schedules in the past. Last year my stream schedule was 7 to 10 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But it's tricky for sure. Okay, we're going to deadweight the Nightveil Sprite. Not the most efficient play, but I don't want him to start getting value out of that. I'm definitely abundantly afraid of that card. Darkblight Agent, okay. Could have definitely been correct to Notion Rain that turn, let him get the Surveil off. Not punished, thank goodness. Okay. We'll save it so that we can block here, or we can potentially use Disdainful Stroke. But yeah, short answer, John the Baptiste. No, I don't have a stream schedule. Also, I just realized John the Baptiste, Saint John Baptiste de La Salle, is was like the guy that was the saint at my high school or whatever. Like it was a LaSallian school, so that's kind of a cool callback. We're not going to counter Muse Drake. He has Nightfall Predator in his deck. That being said, we will kill this guy. Don't want to waste our mana. And this guy's a little bit scary. We can't really block it very well. But I like holding up Disdainful Stroke for Nightfall Predator, because he hasn't had the mana to cast it yet. Oh, there's... Play the Notion Rain. Graveyard. Top. Things are looking up, folks. Look at this Muse Drake. It doesn't block anything. It doesn't even block Centipede. Hopefully he goes Swamp, attempts to cast Nightveil Predator, and I can counter it like a boss. Wow, you got me for 1 damage. This is why Muse Drake is bad, in my opinion. Like, it's hitting me for 1 a turn, and that's just nothing. Okay. 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 Man, it's so tricky because he's gonna resolve Nightveil. He has 2 cards in hand. If one of them's Nightveil Predator, then one of them's Nightveil Predator. But I think I have to kill the Thief of Sanity. Just too much value. I really need to land this turn. No! Max Punish. Oh, Radical Idea. That's not scary. Watch him Radical Idea into a counterspell, or he had the counterspell and just baited me. No Nightveil Predator, no Nightveil Predator, please! I beg of you! No! He has it! He's a monster! Oh, it's Lasav, of course. Lasav the Nefarious. Of course, just to become a copy of Thief of Sanity. You monster opponent. That's pure evil right there. What the heck? So no Nightveil Predator. That's good. So I could either lock it, Centipede, or we could just go to Dowser. I'm going to go Dowser. I'm going to lose this game, though. Lasav is... Thief of Sanity is so good that I'm going to lose to him Lasaving a Thief of Sanity. He's Lasaving his 3-drop. Honestly, him Lasaving his Nightveil Sprite would also be terrifying. Oh my gosh. Thief of Sanity is like... Dimir in this set has so many cards that feel so bad to lose to. Casting Thief of Sanity on your side feels great, but it's like such a feels bad. It's like, oh man, I'm just slowly losing. It's not like him drawing a card. It's him killing me with my own cards. No. Watch him play like a Rhizome Lurcher as a 5/5 and me just be like, well, I'm dead. You know, this deck didn't look that bad to me on paper. Agua. Paying costs. Nightveil Predator, mayhaps? What did he mill first of all? 2 lands. Oh. That's not a Nightveil Predator, but oh my gosh! This guy's deck is unbelievable! Look at this. He's got Lasav, Thief of Sanity, Atrata, and he's got Nightveil Predator. And to tie it all together, Barrier of Bones. We have to kill this guy, or he's just going to copy it with Lasav. Or we could kill the Atrata and hit it with this guy, but then he's just getting our cards. I think we kill this guy. It's way more value. This is a 1. The Atrata's... Oh my gosh! It's a legendary creature! Ah, it's got relevant text! That's insane! I would have totally held up my counterspell. Actually, that would probably have been incorrect. Ah! That's insane. Get into play, Centipede. Oh my gosh, we did it! We got rid of Lasav! What a top deck! Price of Fame's text was relevant. I can't believe it. Oh, so he did have a spell. Rats. That was mine. You monster. That was actually a good card to get, too. But there goes Dowser of Lights. There goes my hero. He's got 2 Barrier of Bones to tie together this. He's got so many good cards, and then he's playing Barrier of Bones. Honestly, discarding Barrier of Bones to Radical Idea would have probably been better. Ooh, spicy. No, it's not. What the heck? How do we not have a single creature in our graveyard? What? We only have 17 cards left in our deck, and we have 15 creatures in this deck. I'm so confused. How is that mathematically adding up? Well, we're going to lock it. Plus Failed Shade, I guess. Definitely not holding up counter magic this turn. We can't afford to. We have to just get our things into play. Oh my gosh. That is unreal. That takes commitment. To be fair, one of our creatures was exiled. Ooh, that's the hit counter. It's a little skull. I like that. A nice touch. Nice touch indeed. Honestly, I think he should probably just give his pass while Adept unblockable and hit me for that extra damage. Could be relevant. This is a bit of a giveaway of what we have in our hand, but I think it's better to hold up Disdainful Stroke than get in that extra last point of damage. Could have also been better to... oh, I guess we didn't have the mana to crack this because we just played this tap land. Definitely in a bit of a pickle here. How do we have no creatures in our graveyard? That's like the craziest thing to me. There's like... We're over halfway through our deck. Yeah, that can't be allowed to happen. Like, he probably has, like, Nightveil Predator, but we can't even know that for certain. He does only have 2 cards in his hand. Okay. Okay, why doesn't he just give the pass while it's unblockable? That's what I'm wondering. Ooh, bats. The batties. At some point, you're just going to chump with Barrier Bones, right? Does he have a counter? Rats. Well, our graveyard is slowly filling for our Rhizome Lurcher. And I'd rather him have the counter spell, honestly, than something that's actually dangerous. No! I jinxed it. He has something dangerous. Wow, this guy has done stone cold nothing. He probably forgot he has a Radical Idea in his graveyard. Because you probably cast that at some point. Or maybe he just didn't have time to cast it. Okay, he's finally picked up on the Pass Wall Adept has a line of text on it. Technique. He's like, maybe I can't raise the Veiled Shade. Hoo-hoo. No! Why don't all the removal spells have to be tapping ones? Ah! Oh, that's such a shame. That's so silly. Oh, man. That's a sucker punch. Okay, so I take 2. I'm on a 3-turn clock. Can I amass enough of an offense in 3 turns? Doubtful. 4 plus 7. If these 2 creatures were in the graveyard, I would be able to. I have removal spells for Muse Drake, though, so I'm not dead to a lot of things. Let's give him unblockable. No! It's another Capture Sphere! Oh, the worst Rhizome Lurcher matchup ever! Ah, it's even my own counter. Well, I had a Capture Sphere. I had Price of Fame. This one. I have another Artful Takedown in my deck. I guess that's it. Oh, well. This is the saddest turn 13 Rhizome Lurcher I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. How is it a 3-3 when I only have 13 cards left in my deck? What? What is happening? It's the most pitiful Rhizome Lurcher of all time. It's a baby Rhizome Lurcher. He's just learning how to lurch. What is strange in the eyes of the other guilds is harmonious in ours. Yeah, I definitely find a 3-3 Rhizome Lurcher to be strange, bud. And I'm not alone in that sentiment. There we go. And that's game. We tried. It was a noble effort. Did we even get a game win? Oh my god. We got massacred. We just got bodied. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, that is going to do it for this draft video. I think I'm just going to drop from this league. This deck isn't particularly fun to play. But yeah, that is going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates whenever I post new content. We may not have won the matches, but we definitely learned a lot and had some fun while doing so. So if you want to join the community, be sure to click that subscribe button. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's going to do it. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments. and I'll talk to you next time.